actually needs to be at a 45-degree angle, so we're going to take it over here.
Explain it for the camera, Sam.
We're going to make sure that the cut side is over here.
So things are always exciting here at Ideal. So these units have a substantial amount of more wire. We're putting 2 of these units together, and this is the first one. So if you look, we have all these wires hanging. You know, why would we do that? This is for the second build. As soon as we put those 2 builds up together, we'll be able to put a junction box, and we'll be able to power up the second house. You know, electrical is definitely one of the most difficult parts, if not the most difficult part of the whole entire build process. But everyone's grasping it pretty well. We just gotta repeat until it starts sticking. You want to explain what you're running, Joseph?
I'm running a home run from the panel directly to the GFI.
Awesome. So he's just running a hot wire, or the wire that has power that comes straight from the breaker box. And he's running it over to our GFI so it powers up that one. Like I mentioned earlier, it's definitely one of the more difficult parts of the learning process. But these guys are diligent. And they're certainly getting it done. It looks awesome in here. But the first thing we like to do really is try to grasp the full layout first. So before we even start running wire, we'll all look at the schematics, you know, our diagram. We'll talk about the circuits that are listed there, because it lists all the circuits, and it even tells you how your panel is going to look and what breakers are going to go where. So everything, you know, we're putting in and wiring, it's already, you know, drawn out and written down somewhere. So it's also part of our job to be able to, you know, read these instructions and follow a base plan. So Stacy and Sam are working on station number 2. They got all their wiring done because they're just that good. They're working on the trim as of right now. So this is fascia board. As you can see, they come in really long pieces. And here at Ideal, you know, we try to maximize everything, and that's, you know, building as well. So that's why these spaces are so small.
Yeah.
Alright, it's over here.
Explain it for the camera, Sam.
We're going to make sure that the cut side is over here. Stacy needs to help me. And then we're going to get another.
So right now, Sam's putting the angle cuts in his trim.
Yep.
So each corner meets with a 45-degree angle.
So we started it, and I'm waiting on Stacy right now. She should be coming with the ladder because she came with the ladder. All right. So now we're gonna set it up, and we're gonna come up here, and she's gonna help me out. Stacy, or my friend Carlito can help me out here.
So that's what it's gonna look like when it meets up in the corner.
I'm gonna take our handy dandy pencil. I'm gonna make a little measurement.
So this is called scribing. Instead of using your tape measure, Sam has it in the position he wants. He's giving it a quick mark so he knows where to cut that 45-degree angle. There's always different ways to accomplish a task, and, you know, scribing is one of them as opposed to measuring.
So now I'm taking this, since I made my measurement on this side, but I'm gonna be cutting on the opposite side. I can't see it. I'm just gonna casually line it up and make it right here. But what I do at first is I'll take my first cut and make it a little bigger, just in case if I'm off, then I'm off in the right direction and I can fix it. If I cut it too short, then I can't add any. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna see exactly how close we are. It's right there. All right, so I left a little bit extra. So I'm gonna go back and just take a little minor trim off. I'm gonna go back and check it again. And it's about right there. And now, what we came to find out is we wanna leave about a 1/16 longer, because when we add the other pieces together, it's kind of hard to get it to level out and actually look right. So if you make it a little tad bit longer, it tends to look better. So I'm going to take that piece, put it to the side.
An important note about trim is that it is finish work. So everything that we put in and install now, that's going to be part of the final product. So that's why Sam's taking his time. He's making sure all his measurements are correct, on point, because this is what it's going to look like.
And now I'm going to measure out another piece to get the other side of the trim.
Like Sam mentioned earlier, he was cutting it a little longer just to give him that extra space, just to check. And then he, took back little 16ths at a time. So I think that's good practice when it comes to finished work. It's taking your time, just making sure it looks pristine.